Well, that sucks. It's open to places farther away than Canada. But Canada is totally exploited from this? I get what you mean. I don't think that's the right word, or even a word.
Sorry about that. Been doing a bunch of shit today and was kind of thirsty. Today, got another unboxing. So I'm gonna cut the shit and open this fucker up and get it out. This is kind of a blast from the past, and new knife. Need something to stab with, right? There we go. Gotta do a nice picking job on this thing. That's it. Now, I got one hell of a deal on this. This is kind of a blast from the past, something I've already had. This came with a case. Case is in fairly good shape. Hoping the rest of it is. I already seen pictures of it, and what I found out about this guitar I can work with, and hopefully it's in better shape than the pictures are. So well, that just gave it away, didn't it? Some of you guys are saying right now, oh no, another Ibanez. Well, Ibanez's aren't that bad. And this one here is something that I've already had, did a bunch of work on, and gave 2 of them away. Does it sound familiar? Well, let's look inside the case. Oh, this is the Ibanez S-Series 470 DX quilted maple top. And this is a kind of like a purple top, and here is the trim that was basically on the same guitar as before. Now, in case anybody is wondering, all right, now there is a tool that comes with this guitar for setting the intonation, and it's right here. You have to unscrew it from the base plate of your trim. So it's got the tremolo bar, 5-way selector switch, volume and tone. It's got the infinities 1 and 2, and in the center it's got a nice quilted maple top. I wish it had the headstock to match, but can't have everything, right? Back of it, neck is fine, no cracks, no chipping, no nothing. I talked to the guy about this guitar, and basically said the guitar was in very good shape. The only thing is parts are worn out. Well, I've already ordered the 2 plates for the pickups, so I'm not worried about that. I got a couple of them coming. two of them in chrome and two of them in Cosmo Black. So I'm hoping that will match these guys here, so I don't have to mix and match anything. But these aren't in too bad shapes. A little bit of corrosion on this one. This one's in better shape. But yeah, beautiful guitar. And nice case as well. And this one did come with the whammy bar. Now, I don't think this is the whammy bar that goes with this. Yeah, this is not the whammy bar that goes with this. So that kind of sucks. But I can get that online as well. The frets are in very good shape on this thing. They are going to need probably a leveling and a crowning. Not sharp on the edges at all. Then you got your little wave fret markers there. Alright, so I had my eyeball on this thing for a little bit, and I tell where the guy cleaned it here but didn't clean it over here. Yeah, not a big deal. That's why I have all the polishes and stuff for. It's not as scratched up as I thought it was, and a lot of these marks on here are like basically smears, smudges, and fingerprints. Alright, so that's my newest unboxing for the year. Actually, it's my second unboxing for the year. Yeah, take it easy, folks. You know, it's pretty nice when you end up becoming a pack rat for guitar parts. Because if you ever need anything, you could possibly already have it without having to purchase it. Well, in this case here, I have a few parts that I can use for this guitar if need to be. Now, I can't remember if it was Robert's S. Ibanez or if it was Nathan's S. Ibanez that I had a problem with the tremolo. And it really wasn't too much of a problem with the tremolo. It was the, what do they call it? The stabilizer on the back of the guitar, like this one has too, where the plastic here broke. And I ended up having to order a whole new tremolo system just to replace that plastic. Now I have all the parts from that setup, which is the same as this setup. You have the thumb screw, and it's the same goddamn thing. So I have basically all the springs, all the screws, extra bearings. Shit, I got like everything. Now, the nice thing about this is this is the R. This is also an R. I didn't even think of that. So I'm kind of glad I didn't throw this stuff away. Now, Mr. Piapple's out there who has one of these guitars. He ended up buying the same one that I gave away to Nathan, basically. Looks like the same color and all. Was saying that he had to order the screw or the tool that can set the intonation on it. Well, see, this is where people don't know what the hell they got and don't know what they're talking about. The screw is basically threaded right there. There's your tool. It comes with the guitar. And dumbass, you got one on your bridge already. This one has one too. Now they're kind of tight because there's an O-ring on the bottom of it to where it kind of snugs itself up to the tremolo plate. That way it doesn't vibrate loose. And what you do with it is you screw it into the back of the tremolo, or back of the bridge, saddle, whatever you want to call it, and it pushes up against a metal sleeve that kind of sticks up over here. It's threaded. Now you loosen up the lock on here and it won't go forward unless you push it forward. And if you need it to go backwards, you just start tightening this up and it'll pull it backwards. Kind of nice, pretty nifty. And if you need it to go forward, you just loosen it up and it'll start going forward. Kind of nifty as far as the design goes, and pretty cool. So yeah, I just ordered the tremolo bar for this because this one here came with the wrong tremolo bar. I contacted the guy about it and he says, yeah, it's kind of funny that that tremolo bar had threads on it instead of having a nut on it to screw it onto the tremolo here. And I said, no big deal, I can just order one. So I did. They're like 30 bucks or 20 some odd dollars it cost me. And then I ordered a new set of pickup mounting rings. And come to find out, I kind of have a set. I forgot that I had these. They're a little bit worn, but I was able to polish it a little bit to where it doesn't look as bad. These guys here are in pretty bad shape. This one's not so bad, but this one is really bad. This guitar got some use out of it. Another thing is I have basically all the springs, bearings, everything that is for this tremolo, everything. I also have a set of the old knobs that went with the, I can't remember if it was which S series it was, but these knobs look like they're in good shape. Another thing that's kind of funny too is I was going through my parts and I found a box of more parts. So I have a Ibanez Edge tremolo. Everything's here. Everything is put together and looks halfway decent. I know I had to replace the tremolo on one of them. I think what it was is the blades were just a little bit worn on this one, and they kind of look a little bit worn, but you can replace that blade plate, so that's not a big deal. I also have a bunch of parts for Floyd Rose Specials, sleeves for mounting bridges, all kinds of screws for all kinds of screws for pickups and springs for pickups and shit. A base plate for a bridge. This here is for the Kramer guitars, for the tremolos on those. Here is an Ibanez whammy bar, which goes with the Edge. Yeah, these are a set of black tail pieces. The mounts, here is the black tail piece. Now this is an Epiphone parts. I also have an Epiphone bridge, Tunematic. I also have a shitload of Tunematic bridges over here that I don't really care for, plus mounts for them. I have a shitload of locking nuts, and the rest of the pieces are in here too. Let's see here. Yeah, this is like for a Kramer style guitar. This is basically your post for your tremolo. I have springs up the yin-yang over here. I got claws. Shit, I tell you, it really pays to hold on to parts here, just in case. Now these are used Floyd Rose Special saddles, and I got the screws and the blocks that go inside of here, but these are used. Shit, sometimes it pays off to be a pack rat, and I didn't even think about digging into the parts that I already have to see if I have anything for this guitar. Now this tremolo bar, this is not it. This is not the tremolo bar for this. The tremolo bar for that has a plastic sleeve with one of these nuts mounted onto it. So if there's anything wrong with the bearings on this tremolo, I have a whole new set of them. They're kind of pressed on here. I can get it off. That's not a big deal. But I have a whole new set of bearings. I tell you, it's nice to be a pack rat. All right, guys, take it easy.